I've been getting deathly motion sick ever since I was a kid. On roller coasters, any ride that spins, even just as a passenger in a car. But the worst of it, without a doubt, has always been boats. So yeah, I'm on a boat. It's loud, so I don't know if you guys will be able to hear me. I was worried that other people would be listening to my conversation with a camera, but I can't even hear myself talk right now. I'm heading to perform at an exclusive private event on Fisher's Island. It's a tiny little island off the coast of New London, Connecticut. Now, Fisher's Island is New York, but you can't get to it from New York. You actually have to come into Connecticut to take a ferry to get over to Fisher's Island. Tonight I'm doing an awesome 80th birthday party at an intimate, exclusive gathering for this family. Now, events like these, I'm never allowed to film at them, so I'm not going to be able to take photos or film or show you any of that, but I just wanted to give you a sense of what it's all about. I'm going to do my best to show you kind of the process of getting there and what I'm working on and how it went and all that stuff, but unfortunately, out of respect for their privacy and things like that, I'm not going to be able to show you the event itself. What I can say is that it is an 80th birthday party. Family has flown in from all over the world to be a part of this event, and it's a circus theme because this person is a lifelong lover of the circus. So, made it to the house, got my stuff put away. I have almost an hour and a half before I need to start performing, so just taking a moment. It's a little rainy, just a little rainy. They were apologizing to me because they're like, normally this view is so beautiful, but I think this view is awesome. I think it's so cool that the water looks like it just disappears off into the mist. I'm talking to you out here because I don't want to show any part of the house. Like I mentioned to you earlier, I don't want to, you know, invade anyone's privacy with this video, but I thought that this was pretty generic. I don't think you'd be able to tell anything from this shot right here. Staying in this cute little guest room here. Just a little guest room for entertainers, I guess. It's a little stuffy in this room, a little bit. I want to talk for a second about why I made such a big deal about shining my shoes in this vlog. By the way, it's 3 days later. I'm in Tennessee in a particularly crappy low-end hotel. I was in a really nice hotel in North Carolina last night, but you'll see that in the next video. This is very confusing vlog time travel right now. Anyway, why did I make such a big deal about shining my shoes? Well, a while back I was doing a high-end kind of exclusive private event. So I was doing Strolling Magic, and I was there, I was dressed nicely, and I was performing, and everybody was dressed to the nines, and I was having a great time, and this one particular group were kind of a little bit older, very dignified, clearly very successful in whatever they had done. They really enjoyed my work. It was 2 couples, but after I was done doing my magic for them, one of the gentlemen said to me, "You're fantastic. I really enjoyed what you did. I appreciate it." He said, "But I'd like to give you some advice that my father gave me, probably when I was your age." I said, "Okay." He said, "Always shine your shoes." So I looked down, and I realized that my shoes were all scuffed up. I'd been on the road a bunch lately, and even though I usually do a good job of shining my shoes, I had just forgotten to do it before going to that event that day, and they were all scuffed up. And when you're performing close-up magic, you're doing this and people are staring down at you, right? You're all standing around, so they're looking down at your hands, which means my shoes are visible in the background of what they're watching the entire time. Something you really wouldn't think about. He goes, "If your shoes look like that, you may as well not even leave the house." That's what he said. His wife hit him when he said that, and she said, "Don't worry about him, you're wonderful." Now, I ended up having a break during that event after Strolling Magic, before my after-dinner stand-up show. This is something I do a lot. The event space was held inside of a beautiful hotel. So during my break, I went to the front desk. I asked them if they had any shoe shine kits for sale, and they did. They had a little $5 travel shoe shine kit. I took it, shined my shoes during my break before I went back out there to start doing the rest of my work. Later on that night, his wife, that hit him earlier, noticed my shoes. She hit him again and said, "Look at his shoes. He shined his shoes for you." And he gave me a nod like that little nod of respect. And it was such a great lesson to learn that little details that you might not think about, especially you might not consider as a close-up magician, that people are staring at your shoes in the background the entire time, how big a deal that can be to somebody. And that can also, I think, underscore a generational gap right now between the millennials and the older generations, where we would never really think as much about stuff like that. I'm an old millennial, whatever. I'm like right on that cusp of technically being a millennial. But younger generations, we don't tend to care about stuff like that. That's not where we put our priorities. And so we might think that the older generations are silly for putting a priority on that. But to them, it's a real sign of respect that you've got your shoes shined and your tie is straight and all those sorts of things. So just something to consider. So I just did the cocktail hour Strolling Magic. What an unbelievable group. Truly incredible. Still waiting for my turn to do the after dinner show. I don't know if you can hear that applause in the background, but I gotta say, this family and friends at this party have blown me away. I mean, the love and the support, and just, it's been awesome to be just a kind of third cousin, extra member of the family for the night. So just wrapped my after dinner show. Killed. Unbelievable. The party's still going on though, so I'm going to pack up all the rest of my stuff, but I'm staying here tonight because we're on an island. I'm staying here in the house with the family in a guest room, so I'm gonna quietly pack up and then I'm gonna go back down because I feel like I need to keep mingling. So I don't know if that means I'm going to end up doing a little bit more magic, but whatever it means, I think we're going to call it right now. So thanks for hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed this, and always remember that our world is a shared experience. Have a great night. What did I just say? Did I say have a gate night? I meant have a great night.